Hello and welcome to the Joy Corner. I'm Carol DeChaine, your intuitive spiritual guide for practical matters. And each time I bring you the Joy Corner, the whole point of these affirmations and these mantras are to give you one type of tool that can help you speak to your subconscious and help it kind of rattle it up and shake it up a little bit so that you can adjust those limiting beliefs and the fears that you've lived with maybe this life and other lifetimes as well. So it's time to say, I don't think I want that true in my life anymore. Whether it means you have issues with your love life, with your financial life, with your work life, with your home life, whatever it may be, these are things that you want to shift and adjust and be more of who you want to be in this lifetime. So this time, we're going to be talking about confidence. And confidence comes naturally to me. Hmm. Well, some people would say, yeah, not so much. And sometimes you may have confidence in one area of your life and not in another. So this is about and it's not about prideful confidence. I can do anything. And with your nose in the air, it's all about that inner knowing, that peaceful feeling that, yeah, I can do this. I got this. Because you're not worried or fearful or feeling like you're not enough about something. So this confidence is that quiet confidence that makes you know you're fine. And you know those people, don't you? You know the people that they don't have to get out there and say, I can do it. I'm really good at what I do. They don't need to do that. You can see it in them. You feel it in those people. And that's the kind of confidence that you exude. That is what I'm talking about. So, whenever you do an affirmation, my way of doing it, and you can do it whichever way you want, but I found over the years that this, instead of repeating it 40 times, which is what I was told originally, and just keep at it, keep at it, keep at it. You don't feel it. You just say it. And it gets by rote. And you say it and you say it and you say it and you say it. And I was told my subconscious would get it eventually. You just had to keep doing it. 100 times later, you're going, one, two, three. Keep saying it. Keep saying it. Can't keep saying it. And your brain is doing your grocery list or what am I doing after this? I'm done. Let's hurry up and finish this. This is stupid. So I'm not about that at all. I'm about saying it 3 to 5 times in one session. And if you want more than one session a day, that's fine, but you don't need to do more than 2 to 3 at the most. And you want to be able to say it, feel it, breathe it into your body, and have it be your present moment. This is a powerful thing that you have be true to you right this moment. This is what it is. This is my truth. This is it. And if this is it, then your subconscious has no choice but to go, oh, wait, what? I guess I better get on board because things have shifted. And if you find your subconscious coming up and throwing its hand up and going, no, 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 this is not the way it is. This hasn't been the way in the past. This is not the way it's going to be in the future. Then you just go, excuse me, I hear you. Thank you so much for bringing that fear up and that belief up. I hear you, but we're shifting that. I gotcha. We're going to shift that right now. And if you don't resist and resist and resist all those fears, they won't persist because you'll say, thank you. I hear you. And I understand that that's how you feel. It's like telling a child, no, you're wrong. Or someone with Alzheimer's, no, you're wrong. They are going to fight you on it a lot of times. If you say, I hear you, but we're going to try this instead, then it's like, okay. And then things happen, things move, and they shift, and those limiting beliefs don't really stand a chance. But you need to do it in a specific way so that you're not just bombarding it with words that think words are very powerful and thoughts are very powerful. They will change, but sometimes it takes a heck of a lot longer than you're willing to hang out to wait around for, right? So 3 to 5 times, breathe it in, feel it being your truth, feel it go into each part of your body that you can feel it going into. I usually feel it in my torso first, through my legs, into my hands, my feet, and then as I say it, it starts getting into the brain, and then it almost like it clicks and then I get it kind of into my subconscious. I only say I do because it feels like it clicks at a higher level. And so I don't know where it's going, but it feels like it's what it's doing. And things shift much faster when I use it. Okay, so today it is confidence comes naturally to me. you want to close your eyes? And feel free to tweak this after we do this. And if it doesn't quite work for you, shift a couple of the words around, see if you can come up with something else. But this is the one for today, okay? All right, here we go. And breathe and relax your shoulders and your neck. We're going to say it together. Confidence comes naturally to me. Oh, see, and I just got a negative coming up that said, really? And that was the only negative I needed to know that there's somebody in there going, no, thank you. Yes, I hear you. But we're going to breathe it in some more. I'll talk to you later. Confidence comes naturally to me. And you can add on some words if you want it to be about a specific subject. Okay? But we're just going to give it an overall today. And the third time, make sure it goes through your fingers and your toes when you say it and feel it. Confidence comes naturally to me. Come on, feel it all the way through your being. And the last time, confidence comes naturally to me. And try and see if you can't feel it in your mind and in your brain, and maybe shifting even deeper than that in your subconscious. Sometimes we can, and sometimes it just mostly sticks in the body. So you might need to say it again. Confidence comes naturally to me. And feel it move and just grow. And like I said, sometimes what I give, I do feel through the ones that I give you so they feel right. But every single one's not going to be right for every single person who listens. So if it indeed doesn't feel right to you, then make sure that you adjust them, you tweak them, but make sure they're absolutely positive, that you don't have any negative words in there. And the negative word doesn't necessarily have to be no or not. It can be something that feels negative to you. It has a negative connotation where you're going, I could make this a little more. If sometimes you have to flip it over and make it the opposite of what you want to say, or make it instead of, and this is the one I usually use, I have enough money to pay my bills. You say, I have more than enough money in my bank account for everything I need to do, rather than bills. Because sometimes those words, like I say, they have that negative connotation. They're not what people would think of as negative in English grammar, but they still have a negative connotation. So look at that and see if you can not do it that way, not do it that you can do something differently, that you can adjust it to make it work for you. Make sure it's in the present tense, absolutely the present tense, that you have, it's only about you, that's I, me, my, not about trying to fix somebody else, because Lord knows we can try to do that, and Lord knows it rarely works, if ever. And then you want it to feel powerful, to move you, to know that yes, this is the one I should be using. And you may need to tweak it a few times. If you have any questions and you want to use something, or you have a question and you've already created one, but you're going, this doesn't feel quite right, feel free to email me at Carol@connecttojoy.com. It's connect, the number 2, joy.com, or leave a note underneath the video, and I'll see what I can do to adjust it for you so that you have other options, maybe tweak it a little bit myself to see if that works better for you. Thank you for joining me here today. I hope you know that you are perfect the way you are right now. But sometimes we just want to learn more lessons, and we have those limiting beliefs that have been kind of piling up from past lives, from this life, from Lord knows where you get them from, but they are there. And if your life isn't exactly what you want, which if it was, we probably would be dead on this planet, then there's some things to learn, some things to tweak, some things to adjust, and so you can have the life you want. So if you want peace, but things throw you out of your peace, if you want joy, but it's rare, or it happens, but it's not all the time, by all means, realize that there's just something holding you back. And it's not necessarily what I would say easy, but it can be simple. You just need to take your time and to learn that don't fight and resist the negative. Allow it to be, embrace it, tell it, thank you for telling me that this is the problem. that I'm afraid, that I feel like I'm not enough. Thank you for bringing that up because I see that you're afraid of that. And delve down to see, what is it about this? Do I need to learn about how I learned it? Do I need to go and do a past life regression? Or is this just, I can get beyond that by just saying, thanks. Now let's shift that. Because sometimes that's all it takes. It really depends on where you get that limiting belief and how long you've been holding on to it. And if you've already learned from that and you just haven't let it go yet. Those are the easiest ones to let go. Either the ones you borrow from somebody else, like you have to work hard for your money and it was your dad, like mine, or it's something that you just sort of are done with, that you've already learned your karmic ties and your beliefs have already shifted, but you have a little bit left in that subconscious that's holding on because it says, but with that one time, or all those times that I know we learned the lesson, but I don't know about that. Then you can say, thanks. Okay, I had some more left to learn. Isn't that interesting? Okay, let's shift through that. It's always the negative is always good because it tells you where you're at. You just don't want to embrace it and only pay attention to that. You want to pay attention to the positive and how you can move through it. And that's why I think affirmations are so good for you, because you don't need to stay there forever. If you do it the way that I'm telling you, with making it your powerful current shift, that this is who I am and what I am right this moment, and making it your powerful present moment, then you can indeed adjust. Well, thank you for joining me here today. If you'd like to hear more, do subscribe and click on the bell notification if you want to know the next time something's posted, which is usually every Sunday, at least currently. Now, if you want longer versions, I do have some podcast archives that I have started putting out there for the last 6 months, maybe even a year at this point, that are also on YouTube. But if you want a lot of options on podcasts that are anywhere between 45 minutes an hour, you'll be able to find those under Connect, the number 2, Joy, Connect to Joy, if you're in podcast areas, or you can find it under connecttojoy.com, which is my website. Thank you again for joining me. Just know that you are already enough to have that joyful, limitless life that you desire.